Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all will be fine. So as you learn about the hardship and the difficulties of the shoemaker in yesterday's video, and also you knew about how big shops attract customers and cheat them by advertisement. Now in today's video we will know about the author's next visit around 2 years later. So look into your book. It was many months before my next visit to his shop. This time it appeared to be his elder brother handling a piece of leather. "Well, Mr. Gessler," I said, "how are you?" He came close and peered at me. "I'm pretty well," he said slowly, "but my elder brother is dead." So in this paragraph, the author tells about one of his visit to the shoemaker shop after 2 years later. So after many months, the author again visited the shoemaker shop. When he entered, he initially thought that the elder brother is coming towards him, having a leather piece in his hands. So the author asked him, "How are you?" Then Mr. Gessler, close to him, staring at the author, Gessler said, "I am very well, I'm fine, but my elder brother was dead." Now come to the next paragraph. "And I saw that it was indeed himself, but how aged and wan. And never before had I heard him mention his brother. Much shocked, I murmured, 'Oh, I am sorry.'" So when the author got to know that his elder brother died, so he recognized him that it was really the younger Gessler. He looked very old, and also it was first time when younger Gessler talked about his elder brother. So the author was shocked, and also he expressed his sorrow for his elder brother. Now look into your book. "Yes," he answered, "he was a good man. He made a good boots, but he is dead." And he touched the top of his head, where the hair had suddenly gone as thin as it had been on that of his poor brother, to indicate, I suppose, the cause of his death. "Do you want any boot?" And he held up the leather in his hand. "It's a beautiful piece." So the shoemaker replied the author's sorrow and said, "My brother was a good man. He made good shoes, but he is dead. He is no more now." And talking about his brother, he touched his head and indicated or discussed the probable reason of his brother's death, such as less money they earned, less customer, etc. Then after that, holding a beautiful piece of leather, Mr. Gessler asked, "Do you want any shoes?" Now turn your page. "I ordered several pairs. It was very long before they came, but they were better than ever. One simply could not wear them out, and soon after that I went abroad." So after getting to know the difficulties of the shoemaker and the reason because of that his elder brother died, the author again ordered many pairs, and he also described that this time it took longer time than before to make those shoes ready, but those shoes were more good and fit. So after getting those shoes, the author went abroad. Now come to the next paragraph. "It was over a year before I was again in London. and the first shop I went to was my old friends. I had left a man of 60. I came back to one of the 75, pinched, and he warned, who genuinely this time did not at first know me. So in this paragraph, the author talks about another visit to Mr. Gessler after coming back from abroad. So what happened? The author came back to London after many years, and the first shop he went to, it was the shop of shoemaker. The author also says that at the time of my last visit, Mr. Gessler was 60 years old, but now he was 75. And he was so old and weak that he could not recognize me at first. Now look into your book. Do you want any boots? He said, I can make them quickly. It's a slack time. I answered, please, I want boots all around, every kind. So now Mr. Gessler was very old. He was 75 years old and he could not recognize the author. So he said, do you want shoes? I can make them ready very soon. And it's slack time. It means this time business is very down nowadays. So the author said, yes, I want so many kinds of shoes. Please make them ready as soon as possible. Now come to the last paragraph of today's lesson. I had given those boots up when one evening they came. One by one I tried them on in shape and fit, in finish and quality of leather. They were the best he had ever made. I flew downstairs, wrote a check and posted it at once with my own hand. So after giving the order of so many shoes, one evening the author received the shoes which he ordered. He checked each of those shoes, but this time those shoes were the best in quality, fitting and shape. So the author became very happy, and immediately he sent the check of amount to the shoemaker. So this is your today's lesson. I hope you have enjoyed it and understood it very well. Thank you very much.